And now time for a full technical chart analysis with Sensei Crypto. This time we're talking QBTS, D-Wave Quantum. It was a new request for one of our members who joined and specifically asked for Sensei to do a full chart. And now on with that video.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, let's have a look at this this stock I haven't looked at before. We just got requested by a new member. So let's see what I think about the stock. It's a fresh analysis. I haven't looked at the stock before. Let's have a look. So what the stock is, it's D-Wave Quantum. It's got a market capitalization of 200 million, so fairly small company. About 100 million shares in float. I don't really look at the fundamentals. I'm just going to give you a quick... That was what I wanted to say about the fundamentals. Now let's look at the technicals. Let's look at the stock. I'm not here to give a fundamental review, just what the chart's looking like in my opinion. So this IPO'd at around $10, went up to 11, stayed pretty flat for... How long did it stay flat for? About nearly 600 days it stayed flat. Very boring to hold at that point. Then it had a quick dump and a quick pop up, and then ever since it's come down. It's found its base, its low at 45 cents, headed up to $3, came back down to 56 cents, headed up to $1, came back down to 67 cents. So just off the bat I can see overvalued, obviously IPO'd. Then it's come back down, correction, capitulation. It looks like it's found its bottom, and it's looked like it's trying to get its footing. More people are holding it. People are looking at it as an investment. There's been higher lows, and it looks pretty good to go up. So if we just have a look at I want to look at a few things. One is there a clear uptrend? Can we connect the dots? Yes, we can. Next thing is, what's the Fibonacci level saying just from this high to low? That's saying somewhere like, that's saying the 161, the 1618 is normally where you can sort of try and predict where it goes using Fibonacci, and Fibonacci is a whole new, to explain it will take, I think, hours and hours. Just type in Fibonacci levels and you would understand why they're in place. And then just for the fun of it, let's put a downward sloping trend line like that. Connect the dots. Is there anything else going on? I'm just putting in just the basis of my charts. I like to keep them simple. Buy zones, sell zones, important pivot points. That's how I do my trading. Some people do it differently. This has always worked well for me. And then obviously you've got this. Not too much more to this stock really. You have to start looking at maybe the daily and see if there's anything going on. Ooh. Yeah, you're certainly at a level now, aren't you? So this level here is where it came up to resistance, support, resistance, and you're trying to hold it at support. So okay, now let's dive into what I think and what these levels mean. So I'm not sure if you invested in it, not invested in it. I don't give financial advice, but let's say you bought this stock at $1.26. The first area to take profits is $1.72 because that's previous resistance at support as your first area to get out, maybe 10%, 20%, depending on if you took on leverage or if you want to hold it long term, all sorts of different things. But it's more high risk to be holding at this level. And then we've broken above it, and now we're testing it at support. Testing it at support, and now it looks like we broke down, but we held it. The day closed at 172. If you break 172 again, then you might start coming back in a downtrend, and you might come down to $1.10. If you come down to $1.10, that's again when you start putting some more money in, start DCAing a bit more. But you need to hold 172 on the daily candle. If you hold this level here, then your next level you're going to come up to is this trend line here. And there's two ways this can play out. So let me get you the drawing tool. You've come up here. If you keep this candle like this, it's quite bullish. It just shows that the buyers came in. It must have been some bad news came out or something. Can we see what happened? If I click on this, sometimes we can see if there was any news. 2 days ago. Promoter law firm investigates claims on behalf of investors. Okay. So seems to be some sort of lawyer thing going on, but that's causing some volatility. But let's go back to the charts. So 2 ways this can play out. One is it holds what's happened here, quite bullish, and then you start trading upwards. You break this trend line here, you're probably going to go up, come down, and then that's when you're looking to head up. If you head up, then your first take profit level is $3. So if the chart plays something like this, then look to take some profits at $3. The next take profit level is between $5 and $4. If you continue up, maybe go sideways, drop below, come back up. That's one scenario. Scenario 2 is you start just coming back down, the next candle closes maybe here, and then you start coming down. That move, if you start coming below 172, is going to take you down to that $1.10 level. And then if you break the $1.10 level, the sort of line in the sand, which keeps this uptrend intact, is coming back down to maybe, depending on where you are in time, 78 cents. So you need to keep some money aside in case it comes down to $1 and 77 cents. But if you're already invested, you want to stay invested in case you have this second scenario. So it depends how much you believe in the fundamentals. Have a look at the fundamentals, but this is how the chart will play out. This is the way it can come down to the downside. So let me just draw it for you. You come down, you test, you come up, and then you test, and then you can start going sideways and then either break out or back down to the downside. Currently, you're looking like sort of a bull flag situation where the measured move starts taking you up. If you stay above this 172, you're looking at maybe breaking upwards from the breakout point, maybe $3, maybe $3.50, getting your way up there, and then you can always come back down for some support around the $2.50. But for now, what I'd keep my eyes on, let's get rid of some of these levels. Clear up the chart a bit. What you want to look at in the next few weeks, next couple of weeks, is are we still above this 172? If you start breaking down below it, then you're going down to $1 probably. If you stay above it, this bull flag is going to stay intact, and then you're going to break out this pennant shape, and then you're heading up. So that's my thoughts on it. Sorry I couldn't give you anything about the fundamentals. If you look at Martyn's show and request it, he can look at the fundamentals as well. But do keep a note of where my buy levels and sell levels are. But thank you for the request, and thank you for becoming a member, and thank you for watching this video if you're watching it later on, and please do hit the like button, and I'll pass you back to Martyn now.
Thank you, Sensei, as always. Great job. Click above my head and down below in the description for all the links and all the things I think you will find useful. Thank you very much indeed. As always, thank you, Sensei, for a great job. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.